speech, I pray you, as I pronounce it to you, trippingly on the tongue. But if you mouth it, as many of your players do, I as lief the town crier spoke my lines. Nor do not saw the air too much with your hand, thus, but you so gently. For in the very torrent tempest, and I may say whirlwind of your passion, you must acquire and beget a temperance that may give it smoothness. Oh, it offends me to the soul to hear a robustious periwig painted feral terror of passion to tatters, to very rags, to split the ears of the groundlings, who for the most part are capable of nothing but inexplicable dumb shows and noise. I would have such a fellow whipped for doing termagant. But up head's head, pray you avoid it. I warrant, your honour, that be not to tame neither, but let your own discretion be your tutor. Suit the action to the word the action. But this special observance, that you not overstep not the modesty of nature. For anything so overdone is from the purpose of playing, whose end, both at the first and now, was and is to hold as 'twere the mirror up to nature, to show virtue her own feature, scorn her own image. The very age and body of the time is form and pressure. Now this overdone, or contrary off, though it makes the unskilful laugh, cannot but make the judicious grieve. The censure of the which one must in your allowance draw away a whole theatre of others. For oh, there be those players that I have seen play, and heard others praise, and that highly, not to speak it profanely, but neither having the accent of Christians, nor the gait of Christian pagan, nor no man that so strutted and bellowed, that I've thought some of nature's journeymen had made men, and not made them well. They imitated humanity so abominably. I hope we have reformed that indifferently with us, sir. Oh, reform it altogether. And let those that play your clowns speak no more than is set down for them. For there be of them that will themselves laugh, to set on some quantity of barren spectators to laugh too, though in the meantime some necessary question of the play be then to be considered. That's villainous, and shows a most pitiful ambition in the fool that uses it. Go, make you ready. How now, my good lord? Will the king hear this piece of work? And the queen too, and that presently. Did the players make haste? Aye, my lord. Will you two help to hasten them? We will, my lord. But Horatio, here, my sweet lord, at your service. Horatio, thou art e'en as just a man as e'er my conversation coped withal. Oh, my good, my dear lord, no, do not think I flatter. For what advancement may I hope from thee, that no revenue has, but thy good spirits to feed and clothe thee? Why should the poor be flattered? No, let the candied tongue lick absurd pomp, and grip the pregnant hinges of the knee, where thrift may follow fine. Dost thou hear? Since my dear soul was mistress of her choice, and could of men distinguish, her election sealed thee for herself. For thou hast been as one in suffering all that suffers nothing. A man whose fortunes, buffets, and rewards is ta'en with equal thanks. And blessed are those whose blood and judgment are so well commingled that they are not a pipe for fortune to finger to sound what stop she please. Give me that man that is not passion's slave, and I will wear him in my heart's core, aye, in my heart of heart, as I do thee. Something too much of this. There is a play tonight before the king. One scene of it comes near the circumstance which I have told thee of my father's death. I prithee, when thou seest that active foot, even with the very comment of your soul, observe my uncle. If his occulted guilt do not itself uncannily in one speech, it is a damned ghost that we have seen, and my imaginations are as foul as Vulcan's stiddy. Give him heedful note, for I mine eyes will rivet to his face, and after we will both our judgments join to censure of his seeming. Well, my lord, if he steal aught the whilst this play is playing, and escape detecting, I will pay the theft. They are coming to the play. I must be idle. Get you a place. How fares our cousin Hamlet? Excellent, i' faith, of the chameleon's dish I eat the air, promised crown. You cannot feed capons so. I have nothing for this answer, Hamlet. These words are not mine. No, not mine now. My lord, you played once at the university, you say? That I did, my lord, and was accounted a good actor. What did you enact? I did enact Julius Caesar. I was killed at the Capitol. Brutus killed me. It was a brute part of him to kill so capital a calf there. Be the players ready? Aye, my lord, they stay upon your patience. Come hither, my good Hamlet. Sit by me. No, good mother. Here's metal. More attractive. Oh, my lord, you mark that? Lady, shall I line it up? No, my lord. I mean my head upon your lap. Aye, my lord. You think I meant country letters? I think nothing, my lord. That's a fair thought to lie between a maid's legs. What is, my lord? Nothing. You are merry, my lord. Who, I? I, my lord. Oh, God, you're only jig maker. What should a man do but be merry? For look you, how cheerfully my mother looks. And my father died within 2 hours. Nay, 'tis twice 2 months, my lord. So long? Nay, then let the devil wear black for. I have a suit of sables. Oh, heavens, died 2 months ago and not forgot yet. And there's hope a great man's memory may outlive his life half a year. But by a lady you must build churches then, or else shall he suffer not thinking on with the hobby horse, whose epitaph is for oh, the hobby horse is forgot. Ah. What means this, my lord? Mary, this is missing Malachite. It means mischief. Be like this show imports the argument of the play. Ah, we should know by this fellow. The players cannot keep counsel. They'll tell all. Will you tell us what the show meant? I already showed that you're showing. Be not you ashamed to show. You're not ashamed to tell you what it means. You are not. You are not. I'll mock the play. For us and for our tragedy, here stooping to your clemency, we beg your hearing patiently. Is this a prologue or the posy of a ring? 'Tis brief, my lord, as woman's love. Mm. 430 times hath Phoebus' court gone round, Neptune's salt wash, and Talus orbit ground. And 30 dozen moons with borrowed sheen about the world have times 1230s been. Since love our hearts and Hymen did our hands unite in mutual and most sacred bands. So many journeys may the sun and moon make us again come to ere love be done. But woe is me, you are so sick of late, so far from cheer, and from your former state that I distrust you. Yet, though I distrust, discomfort you, my lord, it nothing must. For women's fear and love hold quantity in neither aught or in extremity. Now what my love is, proof hath made you know. And as my love is sized, my fear is so. Where love is great, the littlest doubts are fear. Where little fears grow great, great love grows there. I must leave thee, love, and shortly too. My operant powers their functions leave to do. And thou shalt live in this fair world behind, honoured, beloved, and happily one as kind. For husband shalt thou, oh confound the rest! Such love must needs be treason in my breast. In second husband let me be accursed. None wed the second, but who killed the first. Wormwood, wormwood. Second marriage, bring for base respects of thrift, but none of love. A second time I kill my husband dead, when second husband kisses me in bed. I do believe you think what now you speak, but what we do determine, oft we break. Purpose is but a slave to memory, a violent birth, a poor validity, which now, like fruit unripe, sticks on the tree, but fall unshaken when they mellow be. Most necessary 'tis that we forget what to pay ourselves what to ourselves is debt. What to ourselves in passion we propose, the passion ending, doth the purpose lose. The violence of either grief or joy, with their own inactions do themselves destroy. Where joy most revels, grief doth most lament. Grief joys, joy grieves, on slender accident. This world is not for aye, nor 'tis not strange, should even our loves should with our fortunes change. For 'tis a question left us yet to prove, whether love lead fortune, or else fortune love. The great man's down, you mark, his favourite flies. The poor advanced, makes friends of enemies. And hitherto, with love on fortune tend, for who not needs shall never lack a friend, and who when want a hollow friend doth try, directly seasons him his enemy. But, orderly, to end where I begun, our wheels and fates do so contrary run, that our devices still are overthrown. Our thoughts are ours, their ends none of our own. So think thou wilt no second husband wed, but die thy thoughts when thy first lord is dead. Nor earth to me give food, nor heaven light, sport and repose lock from me day and night. To desperation turn my trust and hope, and anchor's cheer in prison be my scope. Each opposite that blanks the face of joy, meet what I would have well, and it destroy. Both here and hence pursue me lasting strife, if once a widow, ever I be wife. If she should break it now, 'tis deeply sworn. Sweet, leave me here a while. My spirits go dull, and fain I would beguile the tedious day with sleep. Sleep, rock thy brain, and never come mischance between us twain. Madam, how like you this play? The lady doth protest too much, methinks. Oh, but she'll keep her word. Have you heard the argument? Is there no offence and... No, they do but put jest, poison in chest, no offence in the world. What do you call the play? The Mousetrap. Marry how? Dramatically. This plays the image of a murder done in Vienna. Gonzago's the Duke's name, the wife Battista. You shall see anon, 'tis a knavish piece of work. But what of that? Your Majesty, and we that have free souls, it touches us not. Let the gold jade wait. Our withers are on a run. This is one Lucianus, nephew to the king. You are as good as a chorus, my lord. I got a tuck between you and your love, if I can see the puppets dallying. You are keen, my lord, you are keen. It would cost you a groaning to take off mine edge. Still better and worse, so you mistake your husbands. Begin, murderer. Watch me like them of faces and begin. Come, the croaking raven doth bow for revenge. Thoughts black, hands act, drugs fit, and time agreeing. Confederate seas and else no creature seen. Thou mixture rank of midnight weeds collected, with Hecate's ban, thrice blasted, thrice infected. Thy natural magic and dire property, unwholesome life, usurped immediately. He poisons him in the garden for his estate. His name's Gonzago. The story is extant and written in very twisted Italian. You shall see anon how the murderer gets the love of Gonzago's wife! The king rises. What? Fight with false fire? Now first, my lord, you want to play? Give me some light! Away! Lights! Lights! While let the stricken deer go weep, the harp on gold it play. For some must watch or some must sleep, so runs the world away. Would not this, sir, and a forest of feathers, if the rest of my fortunes turn Turk with me, with 2 provincial roses on my raised shoes, get me a fellowship and a cry of players, sir? Ho and I, for thou dost know, O demon dear, this realm dismantled was of Jove himself, and now reigns here a very, very peacock. Or you might have rhymed. Oh, good Horatio, I'll take the ghost's word for £1,000. Didst perceive? Very well, my lord. Upon the talk of the poison, I did very well note him. Come, some music. Come, record us. For if the king like not the comedy, why then belike he likes it not pretty. Come, some music. Good my lord, vouchsafe me a word with you. Sir, a whole history. The king, sir, aye, sir, what of him? Is in his retirement marvellous distempered. With drink, sir? No, my lord, I have a collar. Your wisdom should show itself more richer to signify this to his doctor, for me to put him to his purgation would perhaps plunge him into far more collar. Good my lord, what should discourse into some flame, and start us so wildly from the affair. I am tame, sir. Pronounce. The queen, your mother, in most great affliction of spirit, has sent me to you. You are welcome. Nay, good my lord, discourtesy is not of the right breed. If it should please you to make me a wholesome answer, I will do your mother's commandment. If not, your pardon and my return shall be the end of my business. Sir, I cannot. What, my lord? Make you a wholesome answer? My wit's diseased. But, sir, such answers as I can make, you shall command, or rather, as you say, my mother. Therefore, no more but to the matter, my mother, you say. Then thus she says, your behaviour hath struck her into amazement and admiration. Oh, wonderful son that can so astonish a mother. But is there no sequel of the ears of this mother's admiration? In part, she desires to speak with you in her closet ere you go to bed. We shall obey. Were she 10 times our mother. Have you any further trade with us? My lord, you once did love me, and so I do still by these pickers and stealers. Good my lord, what is your cause of distemper? You surely bar the door to your own liberty if you deny your griefs to your friends. Sir, I like advancement. How can that be? When you have the voice of the king himself for your succession in Denmark. Aye, sir, but while the grass grows, the proverb is something, must be. Oh, the recorder. Let me see. To withdraw with you. Why do you go about to recover the wind of me as if you would drive me into a toil? Oh, my lord, if my duty be too bold, my love is too unmannerly. I do not well understand that. We play upon this pipe. My lord, I cannot. I pray you. Believe me, I cannot. I do beseech you. I know no touch of it, my lord. It is easy as lying. Govern these vantages with your finger and thumb. Give it breath with your mouth, and it will discourse most eloquent music. Look you, these are the stops. But these cannot command to any utterance of harmony. I have not the skill. Why, look you now, how unworthy a thing you make of me. You would play upon me. You would seem to know my stops. You would pluck out the heart of my mystery. You would sound me from my lowest note to the top of my compass. And there is much music, excellent voice, in this little organ, yet cannot you make it speak. Splad, do you think that I am easier to be played on than a pipe? Call me what instrument you will, that you can fret me, yet you cannot play upon me. Oh, God bless you, sir. My lord, the queen would speak with you, and presently. Do you see yonder cloud that's almost in shape of a camel? But, by the mass, he's like a camel indeed. He thinks he's like a weasel. It is back like a weasel, or like a whale. very like a whale, and I will come to my mother by and by. They fool me to the top of my bent. I will come by and by. I will say so. By and by is easily said. Leave me, friends. 'Tis now the very witching time of night, when churchyards yawn, and hell itself breathes out contagion to this world. Now might I drink hot blood, and do such bitter business as the day would quake to look on. Soft. Now to my mother. O heart, lose not thy nature. Let not ever the soul of Nero enter this firm bosom. Let me be cruel, not unnatural. I will speak daggers to her, but use none. My tongue and soul in this be hypocrites. How in my words somever she be shent, to give them seals, never my soul consent.